you must get a marketplace where you can actually sell those services. Okay, so that is what we are going to do right now. We are going to create for you an online platform which you can now be able to sell your services depending with whatever skill that you have. You could be somebody who knows how to write poems. Another person could be a software developer. The other person could be a network engineer. The other person could be even a lawyer offering, legal advice. And the other person, depending with whatever skill. All those categories, we call them skills when it comes to online work. Now, you have to be selling your services to your clients, and how to get these clients, you're going to get them through an online platform, a marketplace. All right. So maybe you guys have heard about some of these online platforms, online accounts. You can tell me on the chat box there, which are some of the online accounts you've heard of outside there. Some of these online accounts umesikia kule nje wase wakisema, oh, mi nafanya hivi, nafanya with one of these accounts or any of those. So you can tell me which of these accounts have you had outside there. Masi Musili, unasema umesikia Upwork, right, Masi? Any other person? Austin, unasema umesikia QA World. I don't know whether you work there or maybe umesikia. Austin, that is Austin Odhiambo. Any other person umesikia, maybe you're also working with any of those platforms. Platform ni nyingi, by the way. There are so many of these platforms. Very, very many. Platform ni nyingi kweli kweli. Zile ambazo Carol alikuwa amewaambia. There are so many here. Let's see. Platform ni nyingi kweli kweli. So let me see. Okay. Only 2 people. Okay, so zile ambazo Caroline alikuwa ametuambia, have we forgotten about those? Have we forgotten the ones Caroline alikuwa ametuambia? Okay, let me just list for you some in the chat box there. A few in the chat box there, and I can see Austin unasema Remotax, by the way. Remotask. Okay, just a minute. Call from the boss disrupting me. Just a minute. You're saying Fiverr. Okay, let me just share. Right. So I've shared some in the chat box there, and you can see scripted, clear voice, ProBlogger, freelancer writing, Fiverr, Guru, Upwork, iWriter. Those are just some to mention a few. There are so many. Ni nyingi hizi vitu. Okay, there are so many. So many. We have, let me continue sharing some still. People per hour. Kuna hizi zingine zinaitwa people hawa hapa hivi. Okay, so these are some of the platform where actually as a freelancer you could be selling your services. Okay, so you must be having a platform, and at Ajira we usually strive each and every person to have at least one platform, but you're not limited to any of these platforms. Now, for this class's sake, we are going to create an Upwork account. I want you guys in the chat box there, if you already have an Upwork account, type 1. If you don't have, type 0. If you already have an Upwork account, type 1. If you don't have, type 0. If you already have an Upwork account, type 1. If you don't have, type 0. I need everyone's response, okay? So that we can gauge and see the number of people who need this account, or maybe the others who already have. If you already have the account, by the way, I'll be sending you resources to other accounts, okay? So that on your own time, you can just follow those procedures, create the other account. So you don't have to say that nilienda kule hivi, lakini majamaa wali create Upwork account, and I already had the account, so I felt wasted. So I'm going to send you the resources to these other accounts kama zile freelancer, account kama Fiverr, Count kama guru. Okay, 1, 2, 3. Wow, so the majority already have this account. Martha has the account, Mercy, Caleb, Austin. Kuna watu wengine hawajajibu hapa hivi. There are some people who have not responded. I've said, if you already have the Upwork account, type 1 in the chat box. If you don't have the Upwork account, type 0. I'm seeing very few responses here, so I'm a little bit confused. I don't know why people are not responding. I need your response. I need to know how many people don't have the account and how many people have the account. Okay, Renson, you don't have the account. Okay, Erin Jackson. Okay. So somebody could be asking why Upwork. And the reason to Upwork is that Upwork is one of the largest accounts. Okay, it has a number of clients. Just realize that now. Okay, so I was saying, asking why do we emphasize on Upwork? The reason as to why we emphasize on Upwork is because it is one of the largest rules and guidelines you'll get paid. Okay, so it is not like any other account where you can work alafu jamaa apotee na pesa yako without a trace. So they have a conflict resolution procedure that is better than other platforms outside there. Okay, and then as a beginner, Upwork is a good account to start with because it has functionalities that will enable you to select the kind of clients you want to work with. You know, you can actually select the type of jobs that you want to work with in that platform. So that's why we emphasize on Upwork creations. For these guys like Kina Austin, who already have the Upwork account, Wakina Caleb, Wakina Mercy, I'll be sending you the resources to other accounts so that you can also create those accounts. But that is after we are done, okay? So maybe you can just follow up. Now, for these guys who don't have the account, Wakina Renson, Wakina Jackson, Irene, if you don't have the account and you're using a computer, I want you to type 3. You don't have the Upwork account and you're using a computer to join this meeting, I want you to type 3. Type 3 if you don't have the account and using a computer to join this meeting. Okay, Lucy, Lucky, Pinto, Yogama. Okay, so Pinto, you'll be my co-trainer. That means that you'll just be sharing your screen, and then I'll be guiding you on the procedures on how to create that account, okay? Right, so Pinto, you can just go to the share screen button next to the chat. Using a smartphone, well and good, you can still follow. You are not going to follow, you are going to just do whatever we are doing, Irene, okay? The procedure is basically the same. We need a laptop because a laptop has a wider display. That's why we need a laptop. It has a wider display, so that's why we are requesting for laptop. Now, Pinto, just go to your Zoom and then click on the share screen button, and then you'll be selecting your Chrome window. Damaris, it is okay. Whether you're using a smartphone, the procedure is still the same. Pinto na kungojea, if you're in a position to, Pinto ama Renson, any of you can share the screen by going to share screen button, click on it, then you select the Chrome window on maybe whatever browser that you're using. I'm not seeing anyone. Okay, thank you, Pinto. Thank you. Pinto, share the Chrome window. Chrome window. Select the Chrome window. Chrome window. Fungua Chrome kwanza, alafu you share the Chrome window. Fungua Chrome, and then on the display, unafungua Chrome window. I'm still seeing the Zoom. I don't know why. Is anyone seeing Pinto's screen? Because I'm just seeing a blank white thing. Angalia Pinto. Okay. Any other person who can share the screen? Any other person who can share the screen? You open first Chrome or any browser, and then you select on it. Yes, thank you. Now that one is. Just click on that Chrome. Click on Chrome. From my end, I'm only seeing a white display. But I'm only seeing a white display. Obviously, this is Chrome, but yes, click on that. Okay, able try to go to a new tab. Try to create a new tab. Maybe if you're searching something. Okay, going to do this, huh? Because this is Chrome, yes, but you're not in the search box. The Chrome search box, this is not it. What if you go back? You start okay, start typing something there on the tab. Start typing something on the tab there. You want to see? Just like search anything. You want to see if there'll be a display. I don't know whether this is your choice of your browser, but I don't know. It seems to be weird. Okay, so let somebody try to again. Seems like Pinto's machine has issues. I don't know why. Anyone, Damaris, Irene, or maybe Renson, you can try. Okay. And then we are going to go with work email. I want you to zoom. You should zoom this interface. Huh? Zoom it. Okay. So we are going to manually feed in our work email. Work email ni ile email ambayo tunatumia kila siku. Hiyo email yako ya personal hapo hivi. Angalia, Irene, I want us to go slowly. Yeah? Work email, yes, there. So you manually feed it in, just feed in your work email. Yes, that's normal email. And then we click continue. Now we click continue with the email. Had you already tried to sign up with this account, with that email address? Okay. Okay, all right. Feed in the email again. Feed in the email again. Okay, so if it says this way, then it means that you had tried to sign up with this email. You had already tried to create an account with this email address, unless you have another new email that you want to use. If you have that email and you can access it, if you'll be able to access it, because you'll be required to log into that email to verify. Okay, continue with the email. All right, so up to this point, now we are starting the process. So we have been asked to feed in our names, and make sure that you feed in your legal names as they are in your ID. Okay, your last name, your first name, your last name as they are in your ID. Kama unatumia majina matatu, in the place of first name, you'll feed in two names. Okay, then you create a password. You know that a strong password is at least 8 characters. Lowercase, uppercase, special characters. Special characters inakuwa zile za hashtag, you know, things like a star, that is a special character. Things like exclamation, a question mark, that is a special character. At least 8 characters. Lowercase, uppercase, numbers, special characters. Our country is Kenya. Just start typing Kenya there, itakuja yenyewe. Start typing Kenya. Kenya. Kwani una type country gani huko? Country gani? Okay, so for our case, we want to work. We do not want to hire because we are freelancers. We want to work. And then we agree to the terms and conditions. Agree to those terms and conditions. Yes, I understand. Agree to Upwork terms and the rest that. Yes. Okay, and then we click create my account. For the guys whom we're creating this account, I hope that we are together and we are proceeding on the same pace. Huh? If you're left behind, tafadhali, aniambie so that we can help you out before we proceed. Now, there's an email that has been sent to hiyo email ambayo tulikuwa tumefeed hapo hivi Irina. So we have to log in into that email, hii email ambayo tumeweka hapo hivi to verify. Now I need you to log in into that email address ambao ulikuwa umeweka hapo hiyo Irene something at gmail.com, and then there's a verification message ambao utapata from Upwork. So log in into that email. I don't know whether you'll be capable of doing that on the phone, if maybe they're different from the email that is in that phone. Irene, are you doing that? And you should be logging in using the same device, because if you log in using different devices, then we are not going to see what is going to happen afterwards. You should be logging in from the same device. I didn't see kama utaweza hiyo. Let me see. Login multiple emails. You want to change the email? I didn't see you. Did you understand? Okay, Irene, kindly unmute. I want to understand what you're doing here. Because what we want to do is just go to our email, the email that we fed in when we're creating this account, okay? We log into it and then we verify that message. We don't need to change the email. If that is the same email in your phone, then just go to Gmail, the Gmail app. If that email that you fed in is the same email that is there, then just go to your email. Otherwise, you can also add another account in your device, no cost of an alarm. So you can add that account, the one you fed in the other time. Mundia, just click on verify, resend verification, and then go to your email address. Go to your email address, and then they'll send you, you'll get an email from Upwork saying verify. Forgotten the password. Wow. Samuel, what is the meaning of you try to sign up? We were signing up, huh? We were signing up. So, okay, so Irene, as you keep checking this, because this is now a password issue, Yes, there's that. Do not verify, please. That one. Do not reply. Please verify your email. That is the thing. That one. Yes. Somewhere we were signing up. Okay. So at this moment, we are at the email verification step. That's what we are doing. We are not trying. We are doing it. We are not actually trying. We are actually doing it. Huh? Okay. So click verify. Click on verify. We are signing up somewhere. Okay, so once you get that message, that is what should be popping up. What is the error that you're getting, Samuel? Be specific at this. At what step are you stuck, or what are you seeing? What is the error? Pinto, I hope that we are together up to this point. Mesema, start my profile. This is where everybody should be at, unless you're facing some difficulty. Unless you have some difficulty somewhere, everybody should be at that point. Okay, so if once you verify, hey, Irene, you remember that everybody's checking your profile. So we don't want to be doing things that watu wataanza kushangaa where we are. Just let us go with the pace. Okay. So once you verified your email, network yako ndo shida, Samuel. Once you verified your email, type 1 on the chat box. If you're creating this account with us and you verified your email, type 1 on the chat box. You're creating the account and you verified your email. It has told you how to start your profile. Irina, I want you to go back one step back. Okay, click verify to just take us to the same thing. All right, good. So you'll be told to start your profile. You'll click on it to start your profile, and then you fill out manually. Then the next step, you're going to click fill out manually. Choose the fill out manually option, and then it will bring you to this second step here now, telling you about your category. Okay, tell us about the work you do. Now, this is the main service that you're going to offer. Now, what is the main service that you are offering? These people are asking you, what is the main service that you're offering? Pinto, what can't you get? Peter, what you can't get what? When you're communicating, you communicate full sentences with the problem so that we understand. That hapa hivi nimekwama hapa hivi at this stage. Beth, we are trying to create an Upwork account, and that is the link to the Upwork account. So you go on that, click on that link, and then you go to sign up. You'll be required to feed in your email address and then your names as they appear in your ID. Then you click, you want to get to the account as a worker, and you verify your email, and basically this is where we are. If you are facing any issues, you'll alert me. Pinto, I don't know what is the main problem you are facing. Maybe you should be more specific. Okay, so these people now, they're asking us, what is the main service that you're offering? Okay, so somebody, depending with the main skill that you have, we have a whole list of skills of the main services that we could be offering. So Irina, want you to click on the drop-down list there so that people can see how many skills one can choose from. there's a drop down list there. I didn't when okay there, right? Just hold on, hold into there. So somebody could be offering accounting and consultancy. The other person could be doing admin support. Another one could be doing customer services. The other one could be doing data science and analytics. The other one could be doing design and creative. Another one could be doing engineering and architecture, IT and networking, legal, sales and marketing, translation, web development, writing. So depending with what skill you possess, you could be offering any of these services, okay? Depending with what you want to sell, what skill you actually possess. If you're an IT guy, you could be doing IT stuff, okay? If you are somebody who can do design, all right, and creative, you could do creative work, all right? If you're a customer service person, you could be doing that. No, Irene, I want you to choose a service that you think that could be something that you're offering. What is the main service that you want to offer? Is it writing services? Is it web development and all that? Okay, so for you, you've chosen writing, okay? But to remember that writing is a broad thing, okay? So these guys are asking you what is the subcategory underwriting that you actually do, okay? So click on that drop-down list. You'll see a list of subcategories there. Then you can choose one. So under subcategory, depending with whatever main service you've chosen, they'll give you the appropriate subcategories that are under that main service, okay? So for writing, we have content and copywriting. Caroline had told us what that is all about. Creative writing, editing and proofreading, grant writing, other types of writing, technical writing. So I want you, Irene, to choose a subcategory that you think you can offer under writing. Is it content? Is it technical? Is it editing and proofreading? Is it creative writing? I want you to take something that you think is a thing that you can do. So you've chosen editing and proofreading. All right, I want to hear from you guys now. Up to that point, let us just hold it there. Okay. Now, I want to hear from you guys at which stages you are at. Kama umemalizana na hii place ya main services and all that, type 2. Main service and subcategory, type 2 on the chat box. If you're stuck, please be more specific and tell me where you are at, or maybe if you're facing a difficulty so that I can help you before we proceed. But if you're done with this, the same way Irene is done with this step, type 2 in the chat box. Damaris, you're saying can't load create account. Why, Damaris? Why can't you load? Is it your network? Check your network, Damaris. Check your network. Unless there's some error. Ukiangalia hapo hivi kunakuwa na red thing ambapo wamekwambia this one you've not filled in the way it is expected. Or maybe this email is already under use. That if maybe you had tried to create an account early using the same email address, it won't go through. So you need to create it using a new email. But you don't need to create a new Upwork account if you already have an Upwork account. We are creating the Upwork account for those guys who don't have the Upwork account. Okay, so I said if you're already done with stage 2, the way we are done here, type 2. If you're stuck somewhere, please tuambie so that we can proceed. Validating. Mutinda, issue yako ni kubwa ndugu yangu. Ni validating kumaanisha kwamba hujapata email ama ni validating kwamba email imekataa? Maki kama hujaipata una click on resend verification, then unaenda kwenye email unaicheki. Ni email nyingine imeandikwa do not reply. Please click on this to verify the email address. Ni hivyo tu. Unaga procedure nyingi. Okay, I can only see Renson responding, so I don't know other people sijui tuko wapi. I don't know. Maybe we are stuck. Okay, Irene, we are just going to proceed. So there's a next button somewhere down here. We'll scroll down. Yes, that one. So you click next. Now, after that, after you've stated the main service that you're going to offer and the subcategory, okay, that we actually are skilled at. Now, these people are asking us to select the skills that we possess. Okay, so under writing, for Irene's case, yeye alikuwa amechoose nini? Proofreading, editing, and proofreading. Now, hawa wase wanatuliza, so under this proofreading and editing, what are the skills that you actually have? So we have, they give you auto suggestions. For example, error checking. That is something that you can select, Irene, error checking. You want to check errors, okay, in a document. English spelling, and choose that. Editing, okay. Editing, kuna hii ambayo imeandikwa editing hapo hivi, mimi naiona kutoka huko. Kuna text formatting. Kuna English, the punctuation, the rest hizo. Yeah, you select on it. Then Google Docs, that is something that people require nowadays. Yes. And then tunaweza tukachukua tena proofreading marks. So the next one, okay, we can take research. Now, if they don't give you auto suggestions like the way we've been given, there's this search box down there. Okay, start typing to search for skill. So I want you to start typing editing. Hapa hivi kwenye ka start typing editing. Okay, so you see, when you start typing the kind of skill that you're searching for, these guys give you suggestions. Okay, so so I want you to select editing and proofreading. I just want you to do that. Select that. All right, good. So that one, you're done. Okay, you can select a minimum of 4, or maybe you type the skill that you're looking for, a minimum of 4, and then a maximum of 10 skills. So once you're done, we select, we do that. Okay, it will be a little bit different from the phone, from the laptop, but that is the way it is. Okay, so we've already enlisted the skills that we possess here. Okay, error checking, English spelling, editing, depending with the main service and depending with the subcategory that you actually said, now this is what I offer. After that, now we are going to go to our next step. If you're done with selection of skills, click, just type 3 there on the chat box. But I'm worried because very few people are with us. People are saying they're not validating their emails. I don't know why that is happening today. Because your email should be the easiest thing. Once you fed it in, there it is. Just go to your email address and you search for an email from Google, not from Google, but from Upwork. Then you click on validate. Sijia watu wengine wameenda wapi, and it is worrying, by the way. You know, when we're creating, and I'm honest you about with 2 people creating the account, it means we are very bad. We are not good at all. Alex, do you want to say something?
Yes, tuko pamoja.
So, okay, the next thing is that they're asking us our experience level. Now, depending with the skill set that we've chosen now, what is our experience level? When you're getting into the account, it's usually good to select the intermediate level. So select the intermediate level so that you don't look so greenish and you don't want kujichocha sana kwamba wewe ni an expert. So tuchukue the intermediate level, select on the intermediate level, Irene. Okay, click next. And then now the 5th step now, au majamaa wanatuliza, what is our education experience? What are some of the schools that we attended? It doesn't matter whether you have a degree or not, whether you have a college, you know, certificate, diploma or not. What matters here is that you can offer the services that are required of you. Okay, so if you say that, for example, Irina say that she can do proofreading and editing, it doesn't matter whether she has a degree in that field, but she has said that she can offer it. And if a client will come to her and give her those services, and then she'll be offering them diligently without any queries. So what we are going to do here, we're going to feed in maybe our high school. Okay, you can start with your high school, your college, and then your university if you went to. So if you have a certificate, you can feed it. If you have a diploma, you can feed it. If you have also just even Form 4 certificate, it's a certificate, okay? A Form 4 certificate, you are just going to click on Add Education. I want you to click on that, Add Education, Irene. Add Education, and then you type the name of your school there and the years that you attended. So hizo zingine zinakuwaga optional. You don't actually have to fill them in. So you can start with the highest, the highest level of education that you have. Start with the highest level of education that you have. You type in the name of your school there. If you're currently in college, you also type that college, okay? You say that you started this year and you're expecting to graduate this year. If you're currently in college, or if you're currently in high school, you also say that. You can get your school here, or maybe you cannot get it, depending with now their connection. Okay, that's good. Now we go to the dates attended. We go to the dates attended, from which year to which year to which year. Okay, so from which year and to which year you are expecting to graduate, you just start typing the year there. Okay, the year you're expected to graduate, you also type it there. Right. Okay. I don't know whether that 2021, 2022. Okay, good. Okay, and then now after we're done, we save. After we're done with that, we save. You only type, the name of the school and the year that you started, the one that you graduated in, or maybe the year that you're expecting to graduate. If you have another education, maybe you wanted to add your high school there, your high school, you can also add your high school if you wanted to. But for our case, we are not going to do that. So this one is another stage altogether. Irene, what we're going to do is that we're just going to go to the next step. So next. Okay, so we are in stage 6 now. If you're with us up to this point, type 6 on the box. If you're stuck somewhere, apart from validation of email, kindly say it so that we can help. Samuel, you're saying Irene's screen is not visible. Irene, you can try to zoom. But Samuel, you can also zoom. Irene akizoom hiyo simu ikui nini. Samuel, from your end, you can try to zoom. From your end, by the way, you can try to zoom. You can try to zoom so that. Okay. So the next thing these people are asking us is our employment history. Okay, so our employment history should be something that is aligned to the services we've said we are offering. So if you say that you're offering writing services, you should talk about your writing experience in the past. You might have not written, but you know that writing services is something that you can do. Okay, proofreading and editing is something that you can do. Okay, so what you do is that the one, you can create your own company from your own header. Create your own company. Say, I worked at company ABC. Okay, I was the chief editor there, right? I was the chief editor there at that company. and I started working there from this year to this year. Or maybe you can go ahead, still give a short description of what you are actually doing by giving your own creation. These people are not going to call your former employer. They're not going to ask for that. Okay. Alternatively, you can say that you've worked for one of the online platforms that you guys had earlier on mentioned. Upwork, no, not Upwork, but Guru, people per hour, freelancer.com, such other online platform. QA World, maybe you are chief editor at QA World, or maybe at Remote Task doing something that is related to writing services, depending with what main category that you chose here. So for our case here, Irene, click on add employment. Click on add employment, and as we had said, you can choose your own company. You give your own company a name and then state the city where it is located, and then give yourself a title. What title did you hold there? And then the year that you started working there, whether you are currently working there, or maybe you worked there from this year to this year. Alternatively, you can say the company that you can list there maybe is Guru, or maybe People Per Hour, maybe freelancer.com. And you work there as someone somewhere. Maybe you are the editor, maybe you are the CEO, maybe you are the whatever. Or if you've done something that is relating to the service that you've listed, then that is much better. So you'll just be writing it because it is much easier. Irene, sijui kama tumesikizana, kama tumeelewana hapo hivi. Okay, so everybody, that is the process. That is the process. If you're stuck, okay, so Irene anasema Voice of Africa, good. Okay. Oh, Irene umefanyaje tena? Okay, click add employment company. Click, kuna hiyo X ya huko juu. Ako ka X hapo juu, yes, okay. So then you select the city where it is. Was it in Mombasa, ilikuwa Kilifi, ilikuwa Nairobi ama Kisumu ama Nakuru? Just type the location, okay? The location of that company of yours. Just type any location. There's nobody is going to verify these things. Nobody can actually verify these things. So long as you're sure that you can offer the services. Countries Kenya by default. Okay, so what is the title that you hear? Jackson, if you're listening very carefully, we say that you might have not worked. Yes, you are in college. That college, you're learning something. Okay. Now, depending with the main service that you said you're offering when you are beginning to create the account, you know that is something if somebody gave you today, you can deliver. Hata uwe college ama usiwe college. Okay? Unajua kama ni services ambazo ulikuwa umesema I can do is maybe writing services. Okay? You can do non-fictional stories. Doesn't need a college degree, doesn't need anything, doesn't need work experience, just need your creativity. Okay, so long as you can do it, you did it all primary, all high school through. You are scoring these things 30 out of 30, the compositions are always 30 out of 30. Your writing was always the best. You know that if somebody will give you a fictional story to write today, you write the best story so far. So this is what you do. You create your own company, Jackson. Say, I work company ABC. Like, for example, Irene here has not worked in that company. She said Voice of Africa. It doesn't even exist. But she said she worked in Voice of Africa, which is located in Bugoma, and she was the chief editor there. okay? And she's worked there from February 2020 to some period there, or maybe she's still currently working there, okay? So you have to create your own company because you believe this is some service that you're going to offer. Nobody's going to verify these things, okay? So create your own company, give yourself a title, say which year to which year, or if you're currently working there, you can also select the I currently work here checkbox, okay? You can also go ahead and give a description, but that is optional. So we are not going to go with that. That is optional. Jackson, I hope that tuko pamoja. Tumesikilizana. Okay, so after that we save. After that we save. After that we save. Okay, so if you wanted to add more of this, okay, you can always add up to 3 employment histories, but that one we are not going to do today. One is just enough. So we are proceeding to the next step. Jackson, okay, I hope that utapata hiyo sasa, utaifanya with a lot of ease. Now, the 7th step is this guy is asking us our English level, English language proficiency. Remember that English is the main language of communication in this platform. So that's why they have to ask us our English language proficiency. And now we are Kenyans. Kenyans are fluent. Now we go to that drop-down list. Irene, under English proficiency, there's a drop-down list. Now, if your understanding is basic, well and good, you can select basic, but we are Kenyans, we are fluent. Huh? So we select fluent, okay? We are fluent. If you have another language, that one, if it happens that you went to group of schools, huh? You know, some of us went to schools in group, huh? We did not go to a group of schools, but we went to school in group. So we don't have that, that advantage of knowing other languages. But if you're curious enough, you would have known. So, but we know Swahili. So you click add. We want to add another language there. Okay. So we select a language, select Swahili there, select language, which is Swahili, and select, just start typing Swahili. Magdalene, yes, hizo zingine kama ulijaza ya iliad ya SEO time ya transcription. Okay, Magdalene, you can only add one. You can only add one specialized profile. So if you already have a specialized profile under that account, then you cannot add another one. Okay, unless you delete that specialized profile, and then kama ulikuwa na ya transcription na uka add ya SEO, search engine optimization, you can only have one specialized profile. Kitambo walikuwa natupa the leeway to create up to 3, but nowadays they are restricted. They're restricting us to only one specialized profile. But you know the procedure. So maybe sometimes if you wanted to replace all these things, you can just replace them. Okay, proficiency hapo hivi, you select your Swahili language proficiency. Proficiency, Irene, our Swahili proficiency, kuna hii select proficiency hapa chini ya language. So yategemea wewe your Swahili proficiency, you select, you have to select. I am a native, so kama wewe sio native, unaweza ka select fluent. Okay. Okay, so after that, now we proceed to the next step. Proceed to the next step. Okay, so after this, now we come to something that is very important. This is now something called the hourly rate. So this is the amount of money that you'll be paid if you are to be hired on a hourly basis, okay? And this is visible to the client. They are going to see that Pinto, if I'm going to hire Pinto on a hourly basis, then I am going to pay them this specific amount of dollars per hour. Okay, so it is usually good when you're getting into the account to choose a figure that ranges between 15 to 25. So we can choose either from 15 to 25, any of that range. Yeah? So if you want to go with the highest, well and good. If you want to go, no. If you say that a figure that ranges between 15 to 25, andika 20 hapo hivi. It is within that range, so you choose any. Okay, it is not a range or that. Okay, yeah. So if you want to be hired in a job that is paying on a hourly basis, this is the amount of money that we are going to charge the client. Okay, $20 per hour. But remember that there's something we call the Upwork service fee. Okay, Caesar has to take what belongs unto him. And those are words of himself, the big man himself. Okay, so Upwork has to take what is theirs, and when you're getting into the account, they take 20% of your hourly rate. Okay, until you make your first $500. So by that time, now they start taking 10%. Okay, and as you progress, they'll be reducing it as time goes by. Now, tukichukua for yourself tumechukua $20 hapa. So for $20, au majamaa watakula $4 ambao ni 20%. So what we're going to receive is 16. So client akilipa 20 per hour, sisi tutapata nini? Tutapata $16 per hour. Okay, that is the amount that you're going to receive in our account. Okay, so it is an important thing, and I've said that in a hourly rate, you choose a figure between 15 to 25. Within that range, you can take 25, you can take 20, you can take 16, 20, 15, 18, motherest, up to 25 when you're getting into the account. Now we save to proceed to the next step. And then this is another very, very important step for us. Now, we have something we call the professional title. Professional title. Now, professional title ni nini? Professional title is a short description of the main service that you're offering. Kuna wale majamaa wanatokaga Luo Nyanza, for example, myself. We like calling ourselves engineer, daktari. Yeah? They give themselves big names, and if you have to go to the office and not call them with those big names, you'll dance the music or you'll face the music. Now, here we give ourselves a short description of the main service that we are actually offering. If we say that we are writers, okay? So are we an expert writer? Are we a professional writer? Are we an experienced writer? So examples could include this. Let me just share in the screen, in the chat box there. Okay. Somebody could say that, for example, someone who is offering development job, okay? A dev would say, I am a full stack software developer. A full stack software developer. There are certain rules that guides how you write these titles, right? Let me see. First of all, it has to indicate your main service that you're offering. It has to indicate your main service. It has to indicate your main service that you're offering. And then it should be short and impactful. And it has to be written in title case. Title case inamaanisha nini? Title case inamaanisha kwamba each and every word begins with a capital letter. Okay? And for you, Irene, I don't think that is the most appropriate because ulikuwa umesema proofreading and editing. I want you to write there maybe experience, proofreader, and editor. experienced proofreader and edit. It has to be short, impactful, and catchy. And use title case. Each and every beginning of a word starts with a capital letter. That is title case. And it has to be indicating the main service that you're offering. Okay, so Irene hapa hivyo amesema experienced proofreader and editor. So wewe depending with what you're offering could also choose one. Nikucheza tu na Kizungu hapa. For example, these are examples of writers. Okay, so all these guys are doing content writing and all that. Someone says, I am a creative content writer. The other one says, a professional writer. The other one says, experienced content writer. The other one simply says, I'm content writer. The other one says, expert SEO copywriter. All right. So that is on the title. Now, and then we have another thing here called the professional overview. Now, professional overview ni nini? This is the stage where you now answer the question in the interview that states, tell us about yourself. A very simple question, but very tough question to answer. Tell us about yourself. People sweat just saying about it. You know, you literally realize that you don't know about yourself too much than you thought you knew about yourself. Now, in this stage now, we are telling the client who we are with respect to the main service that we are offering, okay? Our work experience, our education background, the main skills and services that we are offering, okay? So these are the things that we have to state here, okay? Under the professional overview, all right? My people, I hope that we are together. I hope that we are together on that. So you have to highlight your top skills. You have to highlight your top skills. When it comes to professional overview, let me just put some of the things that you have to include in a professional overview. You have to highlight your top skills, okay? Highlight your experience. Describe the business that you're offering, the main service that you're offering, okay? And then grammar errors is a no-go zone because this is the reference point. This is where the client actually knows who you are. So you don't want to be stammering here. You don't want to be committing grammatical errors, okay? You don't want to be doing any mistakes that will tell the client that you are not the best fit for their job because they don't know you now. This is the only point where they come to learn who you are, okay? With regard to the main service and the subcategory and the skills that you're actually selling, okay? And then make your paragraphs as attractive as possible because the client, you want to be seducing the client with your opening, with your opening remarks. When if you go for an interview, these guys will be actually checking you how you start answering that question. Tell us about yourself because they don't know you. So you have to actually say who you are. All right, so I am going to share a sample of a professional overview in the chat box. But this sample that I'm going to share, it is a sample that you should not copy paste. You're going to use it as a baseline to write your own professional overview. Do not copy paste. Thou shall not copy paste because if you copy paste, then this is what will happen. In a week's time, your account will be closed, okay? So I'm going to share it. Just wait for the full message. It is in 2 phases, right? That is, so use whatever I've shared there as a baseline to write your own professional overview. Make sure that you at least have 3 paragraphs, okay? So I am going to give people 15 minutes. That is the whole message. They are starting from thank you. There are some things that you can leave, okay? Thank you so much for your enthusiastic visit to my profile. I hope it's meet your expectations. There are some things that you can leave, but tailor to the main services and the skills that you had chosen. Do not copy paste. Paraphrase, that is what I mean. You have to paraphrase, okay? And I'm going to give you 15 minutes to write that. And afterwards, we come back. Now we finish. So Irene, you can stop sharing so that you tailor yours according to the way you want it. I've said do not copy paste. Everybody, you do not copy paste that that thing that I've shared there, because if you copy it, account itakuja kufungwa. Okay. And then after 15 minutes, now we are back to continue to the next process, at the next stage. 15 minutes. So tunarudi nyie mnaandika, yes. Now for 15 minutes itakuwa ni 10:30. 10:30 kila jamaa anafaa kumaliza. Ukimaliza mapema pia type there done on the chat box kama utakuwa umemaliza. Kuna watu wanacheza na kizungu kama wao hawatakuwa na issue sana. If you are going to be writing the number of experience, okay? Experience unaweza ukadanganya, nimefanya, I've been working for 3 years, you know. Yes, but nobody's going to check that. Okay? If you're going to write the number of experience, then write them in numericals, okay? Write them in numericals and numbers. Huh? So, kuna vitu kama thank you for your time, I'm looking forward to working with you. Hizo unaweza ukaacha hapo hivi, si lazima uzi-edit sana. But kama wewe pia ni msee wa Kisungu, well and good. You can always play with Kisungu the way you want. So Irene, ni 15 minutes kila msee anafanya hiyo kitu. So you can stop sharing, then muandike at 10:30 I should be done, my people. Unless you are facing any difficulties, you can also alert me, ndo nikusaidie while others are writing their professional overviews. If you're facing any difficulties, unaweza ukasema. Service that you are offering. Irene, you can now start sharing your screen. Irene, are you there? Just share your screen, wherever point you are. Just share. Kisungu nayo sometimes inakuwaga ngumu, si mchezo. But we shall overcome. Si lazima pia. Just share your screen. Renson, you can share. Renson, you can share your screen. Kama Irene maybe is facing some difficulties. Just go to share. As you can see, this guy has actually enlisted their key skills, you know, why they should be the best fit. Like, for example, I find this gracious platform an opportunity to prove myself, creativity, innovativeness, skillful, and all that they've listed there. They've also said they are English literature graduate, all that, okay? And then they will be punctual, expert, and all that, okay? So thank you for your time. Looking forward to working with you. And then you close off and you say regards, okay? And then the next stage now, the next stage now, after we are done with a professional overview, is the profile photo. Now, this profile photo has to have these attributes. For you guys who are proceeding, the profile photo must be having this attribute. It should be a headshot. Now, a headshot ni ile picha ambayo inachukuliwa from the chest. Ukiangalia hii picha hapa hivi, okay, imechukuliwa from the chest going onwards. Your head has to be straight, just to capture your facial attributes. Kama unavaa specs, you need to remove those specs. Ni kama ile tu passport size photo. Ukiendaga kuchukua picha au majamaa wanakuambia utoe specs zako. So it is a photo of that sort, right? And then should be taken at close range just to make sure that it captures everything. And you should be at least smiling, okay? And then you should not be leaning on the photo. The background should be plain background, so no distractions. plain background ni kama ile wale wajamaa wa passport wakikuchukuaga picha wanaweka some sheet behind if they don't have a plain wall, okay? So wanaweka kasamka sheet there hapo hivi, then wanakuchapia hapo, okay? And then it should be passport size. So that is 250 by 250 size. If your photo won't meet these criteria, it will be rejected. You don't want your photo to be rejected because it is a very important part. You must upload that photo for you to proceed to the next stage, okay? So you will need to have such a photo. Usije ukapeleka selfie. Selfie tends to be bending people, okay? So make sure maybe if you're taking it via your phone, just set up your camera somewhere. Now this camera can do that, okay? Set your camera somewhere and then give the timer, and then ichukue your picture kutoka a chest going onwards, okay? And then you upload it to your to that section, okay? So after that, after the profile photo, we have the stage 10. Stage 10 is now our location. Now, they're going to ask us about our address. Address inakuwaga ile place unaishi, okay? So kama unaishi Ruaraka, there's certain streets there, okay? So unaweza ukasema maybe unaishi Ruaraka Road, okay? Something like that. That could be your address. Or maybe if you live in estates that actually have addresses, we are in the lower class, so most of us live in places where we don't actually have addresses, and what we use as addresses in primary schools, okay? So PO Box 70, Ruaraka, that one could also be your address. If you live in an apartment or suites, avenues, you can also say that. If you do, that is if you do. But if you don't live in an apartment, then you don't live in an apartment and you leave that space alone, okay? That is discuss space hapa hivi. Kuna place wameandika apartment or suites, okay? So kama una live in those suites, then you can say that. And then you select your city, you type in your city there. Kama unaishi Nairobi, unaenda kumwambia you live in Nairobi, okay? And then the next thing, we come to the zip code. So zip code ni the postal code now, okay? Ya Nairobi ni 00100, okay? So depending with the town where you come from, you can always Google. Kama unatoka Limuru, you just go to Uncle Google and then unauliza Uncle Google Limuru zip code, okay? Uncle Google itakuletea hapo hivi vizuri kabisa the zip code ya wapi? Zip code ya Limuru, na you'll feed it in that space, and then you proceed to a next stage. Next stage itakuwa ni previewing everything that you fed in from the start up to that point here. Your location, and then you are going to feed in your number. That number should be registered under your name. There's a place where you're going to add your number. So that number should be registered under your name, okay? Then you feed in your number, and then you're going to submit your application. Make sure that you don't have any grammatical errors and all that, okay? Just make sure that you don't have any grammar errors, okay? So after that, you can either get 2 responses, right? That congratulations, you're now part of Upwork. That one means that your profile has been accepted, or maybe your account is under review for 24 hours. Wait for the approval. So ukiona kuna ka congratulations kama hii on submission of that profile, then your account has been accepted. Otherwise, it is under review, okay? So that is basically what we are supposed to do. And guys, I don't know, we were creating this thing together, and all of a sudden, the mute people are now just following. It is my faith that you guys are going to create this account the way we were supposed to be creating it, because it is something that is very simple. should not be complicated. Hata kama unatumia simu, hata kama unatumia whatever device that you're using. This account is usually very simple to create if you just follow the procedures and how we walk you through the process of creating it. The good thing creating this account with people is that you'll make a mistake, but you'll see that mistake corrected instantly and you'll correct that mistake. If you thought that you're just following, sometimes you might think that you're following, but again, there are distractions here and there. You might miss up maybe 1 or 2 steps. So what I'm going to do, because very many people, I don't know, had issues, and some of those issues, at this point, I don't know what is going on. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to ask you, for those of you who might have stuck somewhere, or maybe you already have the accounts, the Upwork account, and you want a link, steps and procedures to creating the other accounts, you're going to send me your email addresses. Then I'm going to send you the resources, how to create those other accounts, plus how to create the Upwork account too. So just send me your emails on the chat box there. Then I'm going to help you out. Still, if you need help with the whole process that we've gone through here, we're also going to help you out. Just speak out and be specific. Jemo, mimi nimekwama hapo. Usije ukasema umekwama and I don't know where umekwama, okay? Because at this time now, I am also confused. You guys are not communicating. So just send me your emails. I'm going to send you those resources.